Good morning. Another day here. Yesterday was quite the eventful, busy day. First thing I'm doing here this morning, I'm going to fill up our propane tank here. It is still burning, believe it or not, although it's about empty because it's pretty low flame. So, and the tank is getting pretty light. We're going to take that back, fill it up, keep that heater running, keep it nice and warm in here if at all possible. And then we got to finish spreading our clover seed. I've only got, what do I got? Maybe 25 acres or so to go. So it won't take us for long, but we got to go back down and finish that after I had to quit to go to that meeting yesterday. So, and then we'll probably come back in here and keep working on stuff in the seed warehouse, I guess. So, don't tell my mom, but I took her bathroom scale out of the house so I can weigh my tank to see how full it was getting, and it was down to 72 pounds, it said, and this tank weighs 69.5 empty. So there was just a couple of pounds of propane in there, and we're going to fill it back up. Once it gets to 150 pounds, it is full. Well, I don't know if it's because it was colder out this morning or the tank was colder because it's, it was frosted up from using it before or what, but that filled much faster than it did yesterday, day before. And yeah, I got her full. We're going to take it back down, hook it up, and let her burn. All right, I've got that heater running. We'll let it go for a while. You guys want to see our newest purchase on the farm? We bought some new equipment. It's pretty awesome. Check it out, new truck. Not mine, unfortunately. This one is my Uncle Phil's, but yeah, got a nice new Ford F-250 truck. I'm sure that I won't get to drive it much, but eventually. I think mine's next on the list for updating. Yes, I know I have a headlight out. I'm working on it. Okay, now that my heater's running down there, it's time to go finish our clover seed. So I'm going to run back down to the field. We'll hook onto our trailer, finish that few acres of clover seed that we got, and then bring that stuff all back here to the farm. And maybe we'll bring the gator in the shop and get that cedar out of it. Maybe we'll wait till another day to do that. I don't know. Good news. Our gator is still here. While I'm here, so this little barn didn't get put in my farm tour video. I didn't even think about it, to be honest, and really there's no reason I should, but we bought these farms 5-10 years ago, somewhere in there, I don't know, and it's got this little shed on it. This is where we store some of our junk that we don't know what else to do with. Things like old tire rims, duals for the 4020 or 4440, one of the two, and some old tanks, and some pieces of tile that we may use for culvert someday, but that stuff is actually useful. So yeah, anyway, it's here. There you go. So I'm going to hook the trailer back up here, and then we'll unload the gator, probably just leave it back here, and we'll drive across the road, go finish that field. I gotta put the GPS stuff back on here. I took it off last night because I didn't want somebody to steal it in the middle of the night. That stuff is expensive, and we'll get this done. All right, we're all back in the field ready to go here. It is definitely colder today than it was yesterday. I'm glad I don't have very much to do here, but let's go. I think I ran out of seed. Let's take a look. Almost. There's a little bit in there, but not much. But that is okay because 3.5 acres. That's close enough. Oh, my foot's stuck. So I'm gonna just run another round or two just to try and rattle some of that seed out of there. We'll lift the box up and dump out all the seed that happened to collect in the back of it there. And then we'll be done with the clover seed. But while I'm here, I'm going to do some mapping on some of these fields. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, well, I got that cleaned out as good as we're going to get it in the field here at least. We'll worry about it in the shop. So the next thing I want to do is, while I'm here, since I've got the gator, I've got the GPS stuff, I'm 10 miles from home or a little more, might as well do it. I'm going to remap some of these fields. I don't know that they really need to be remapped, but I like to do it every few years just to be sure, because sometimes the edges of the fields change a little bit. We cut some trees down, or put a filter strip in, or take a filter strip out, or whatever the case may be. So just to make sure they're accurate, I like to redo them every now and then. So what that means is, this map here is a boundary. Basically, it's a map of the outside of the field that we're sitting in right now. The green circle, the center of that, is where we're at. And all I'm going to do is drive around the outside of the field and let the GPS record it. And so we're just going to basically redo that. I'm going to hit this button here. We're going to make our offset 3 feet. So from the center of the gator, because the GPS receiver is mounted right up there on top in the center, it's going to draw a line 3 feet over. So basically right on the outside edge of my tire. And we'll drive around it and see how close it is to what we've got. So right now there was 34.92 acres in this field. And yeah, let's see what we come up with. Okay, we are coming up to where we started. Make the turn and hit the stop button. Yes. 34.85. So I think it was 34.92 before, right? So we shaved just a little bit off somewhere, which is fine. Close enough. On to the next one. We've got 3 fields over that way, and then the ones over there that wheat field and across the road. I'm going to do them all while I'm here. Okay, I mapped the 5 fields across the road over there. I decided these ones here are probably going to be muddy because they were chiseled last fall. And also I mapped them, I think just a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, but not very long ago, because we had wheat here and I had tiled it. And so they've been done recently. So I'm not going to do those. So we're loading the gator up. Time to go home. I did, however, manage to find all of the mud. Oh well. All right, we are loaded up, and since I live between here and the farm, I'm going to stop there for lunch. Look, I'm in a tractor. So I got back from lunch. Dad has moved the sprayer out of the shop and put it in the barn in the back, which is good. And my Uncle Jack's up. And he's going to work on this tractor. This is our 9R. We've got that exhaust manifold bolt that's broken. And rather than take it to the dealer, Jack said he would work on it. So I'm going to let him tackle this job. We're going to put it in the shop for him. And see if he can fix it. If he can, great. Means I don't have to pay the dealer. So. Alright, so here's what we're dealing with. See that bolt right
Where's that come up at?
there? This line right here, Jack. Up around the front. That bolt's broken. Clearly you can see there's an exhaust leak. We're going to try and fix that. This line here is kind of in the way. That one in there I think we can just push down, but the trick is getting in there to drill it straight and making sure everything's not crooked. Alright, while Jack works on that, I'm going to see if I can't get our 7520 loader tractor out. I think I can do with just moving the backhoe out of the way. And we're going to burn some trash. I've got a bunch of cardboard and stuff down in my seed warehouse that needs to get hauled back to the woods and burnt. So today is a good day for that. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here. We got chemicals and a sprayer to navigate around. I'm going to have to lift the bucket up over the sprayer, it would appear. Enough that I can see it. All right. We made it. Cardboard heater box. Trash. Clover seed bags. Trash. we're gonna need this. Oh, there it goes. All right, basically this whole pile and that all needs to go. All right, well, another benefit of this huge bucket on this tractor, I only have to make one trip. Okay, let's go start a fire. All right, well, that's a lot of cardboard. Give me a lot of white smoke, but that's okay. Well, that didn't take long. Okay, you guys remember that full oil tote that we've got in the shop that we need to get a different one for? Well, I know where I've got one, but we've got to go and get it. And in order to do that, I need the forks on this tractor. So, I'm gonna get this bucket off of here, hopefully, if I can get it. And we'll put the forks on, and then we'll go get it. All right, that bucket is off. Now we'll drive around. Our forks are right over there. All right, I got them. What a deal. So, we'll go get our other used oil shuttle. Well, would you look at that? It's a used oil tote. It's almost empty. How'd that get there? Huh. Weird. I don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything. I do know this woods over here is where Dad cut down the red oak trees that he's currently putting down as a floor in his house. So that's kind of a cool story, right? It's kind of fun to come back here and just walk around every now and then, check stuff out. We have plans of doing a little dirt work along the edge of this woods to help move this water off of there and drain it off a little better because it stays wet in those end rows there, which is no good. There's the stump. That's the red oak that got cut down a year ago. Looks like the coons have been using it as a toilet. Think they ran out of toilet paper? It would appear we have a brush pile to burn. I think there's actually a couple of them around here. One over there, one over there. Wonder how we could do that. Well, anyway, I don't know. Well, let's go get our oil tote and head back to the shop with it so we can empty all those buckets that we still got oil sitting in from when we changed oil in the sprayer last week. It is a lot harder to see with this tractor and loader than it is with a forklift. I have no idea. I think I got it. Oh, it's moving. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna leave that there, put the tractor away, and get the forklift to move everything from here because it's way easier than this tractor. I'm gonna take the full one out. We'll put it in the barn in the back, and then we'll come back and put the empty one in here. Okay, now I can empty all those pails into there. Think I can do this without spilling them? You got a small inspection there? Swivels? Maybe. Just a second. All right, I got those oil pails emptied into there. I'm gonna let them drain like that for a while, and then we'll dump some more. Yeah, we'll get them all empty. Jack's been working on the tractor over here a little bit, got some stuff out of the way. He needs some tools and stuff that we don't have, so he's trying to figure out how to get a drill bit in there and a center punch good enough to center on that bolt and get it drilled. Yeah, so he's gonna be back tomorrow to work on that some more. I am going to go back down to my seed warehouse and keep working on some stuff down there. I'm going to see if I can't get that agitation piece installed on the one tank on the treater. we'll see how it goes. I don't know what tools I'm going to need. There's not really any directions with it, so we're kind of just guessing at this point. But, it shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to figure it out. Well, we've got it up to 55 degrees in here, which is good. Our propane tank is freezing up, which is causing low pressure. And my heater, even on wide open, is not running quite as big of a flame as we had before. So I moved the tank a little closer to try and help warm it up and up that pressure. But you can see we've got quite a bit of frost and even ice here on the outside of it. So we'll let that keep running. I'm going to work on installing this kit. And basically what that does is we've got to take this piece here and mount it on the treater. It goes on the corner of the tank like that, and then the rod goes through there in order to spin and agitate what's in the tank. So we just got to figure out how to get everything mounted. All right, guys, so I am just kind of looking at the parts a little bit, trying to figure out how exactly this thing works, and I have a couple of problems. One, the motor here has a 110 volt plug on it, which is fine if I can just plug it in and it works. But then what is this box for? This is a start and stop switch with another 110 volt plug, and it looks like it's supposed to be wired into the bottom of this. So am I supposed to cut the end of this off and direct wire it, or what do I need that part for? I don't really know. Also, this is the impeller. This is what does the mixing, right? Well, how in the world am I supposed to get this to come out the corner of this tank? Because when I put it in there, she's sticking way out. Like, it's way long, it seems like. And this impeller is welded in place. So short of drilling a hole big enough for that to go through in that corner, I'm not sure. So I called my salesman with the company that I bought it from, and he was going to get a hold of USC, the company that makes it, or at least makes the treater. And we'll see if they get back to me and give me any pointers, because there's not much for directions included here other than that sheet that just says put it together. So, yeah. So now, since I can't really work on that, I'm going to wait until I find out exactly how that's supposed to work. I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm going to get the treater semi where I think I'm going to use it. I got a table over there that I use to put my computer and records and all that kind of stuff on. I'm going to move that over here because we're going to set the treater up over here. And we'll just kind of start placing stuff where I think it's going to work the best, and we'll figure it out from there. Overkill? I think not. I would have to take all the stuff off the table if I wanted to move it by hand. Nobody wants to do that. There we go. See how easy that was? Okay, I got some stuff moved around. I've been making a little bit of a plan for tomorrow. I need to do a little bit of electrical work, and I need to get some supplies, so I've got a list of stuff that I need to get. I'm gonna go see what we got at the farm. I don't know if we have much of this stuff, but we'll have to make a trip to Menards or Lowe's or something tomorrow. So we're gonna do that. Before I go home tonight, I have one more thing that I want to do, and you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so today is March 17th. March 17th. And I'm going to do something that we've never done in March before. Plant some soybeans. There's been a few people around the country that have done this ultra early soybean planting for a while. Typically, we think that soybeans are a pretty sensitive crop to cold and frost specifically. But we also know that the earlier you can plant your beans, the better they're going to yield. So, we're going to try it. Now, we're doing this on small scale. I'm not getting the planter out. I got the hoe out. I'm going to level off a little bit of dirt here on the edge of the field, kind of at the end of where my soybean plot will be this year. And we're going to plant a couple rows of beans. and we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll grow, maybe they won't. I don't know, but you don't know unless you try it. And it's going to be very difficult to take these to yield, but I'm not really looking to get a yield. I'm looking to see if they will even grow and make it at this point. So if these beans are still here in June, I will consider it a win. One thing to note, I'll see if you guys can see this. Soil temperature, 52 degrees, believe it or not. And that's at maybe 1.5 inches. Let's go a little deeper. That's probably 4 inches. It says normal moisture, 52 degrees. I have a hard time believing that, but it is possible. So we're gonna plant some beans. What the heck? Let's go. This is just my simulated spring tillage, we'll call it. Just like a field cultivator pass. Something like that. See if I can smooth it off a little. All right. Now, I got my handy dandy pointy hoe. I'm gonna just drag through and make a seed furrow as straight as possible, which I did not do very good at. Ideally, I want these to be planted really 2 inches deep. Earlier, deeper. Now we're going to do this by hand and just dribble a few down the row. Very much like a controlled spill drill, right? All right, now the closing wheels come through, and cover them up. Here we go. We got some beans planted. I put some flags out on both ends of the row, and we'll see, that way we know where it's at. If the weather happens to cooperate and we can do this again in say 2 or 3 weeks, around the 1st of April, we'll put another row over there and we'll flag that and we'll let them go, both go. Who knows? Maybe I'm crazy. We're gonna find out. I would say I'm willing to bet that those are the first beans planted in the state of Michigan, but we're in Ohio. And it's possible they're the first ones in Ohio, but less likely. I don't know. Well, one thing to note, those are a group 3.1 bean, our Golden Harvest 3195s. They are fully treated with Cruiser Max Vibrance with Saltro. So they've got about as good of a treatment package on them as you can get, which should help protect them through cold and wet soils, which we are bound to see between now and warm temperatures. I don't know. I planted about 10 foot a row there, so it's not a huge experiment, but hopefully they grow. I would really like them to grow and do well and actually put pods on and be decent looking beans, because if I had the opportunity and it actually got dry enough to take a tractor in the field, I would plant 5 acres of beans right now just to see what happens. But we're not there yet. Our weather conditions rarely allow us to be in the fields in March. I should probably plant some sweet corn too. That would really be a good thing. All right, well, that is going to be the end of today's video. Doesn't feel like I accomplished a lot, but we did get a fair amount done today, and hopefully we'll have a good day tomorrow. We can get stuff set up so we're ready to treat on Thursday. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but we'll see. So we got a little bit of electrical stuff to do in the morning. I got to probably run and get some parts, which is going to kill a good chunk of the day, but what are you going to do? So hope you guys had a good day, and hit the like and subscribe buttons for me if you would. Please leave me comments and questions down below. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Plant 2020 has started.